I'm a sucker for the Ocean's trilogy. I even like the OG one, right? So needless to say, I was excited for this one. I'm not the biggest fan of giving women male hand-me-downs with these remakes. I respect women. They deserve their own original franchises. But this also kind of had like a stacked cast, so I was expecting it to be a rent-it. It was a rent-it for me because, you know, it was going to have these crazy, dumb twists and turns, and some that were ruined when they released the poster. Let me explain. If you've ever watched the Oceans, 11, 12, or 13, you know that they didn't skip the first 10. The numbers actually are based off of the number of people who are involved in the heist. And since Danny Ocean is the leader, they're his number of people. Hence, Ocean's 11. You know, it's kind of like the Reese's debate. Because it ain't Reese's, it's Mr. Reese's Candy. Anyways, turns out that Danny actually has a sister since heisting runs in the family. She was dating some art dude who straight up Barney Stinson her into signing her name while they were doing some art fraud deals. And she was the one who got caught, and she ended up with 5 years in jail. Moment she gets out of jail, she just starts stealing again. Turns out that you can do this thing where if you go shopping and you pick up some stuff around the store, you just go up to the front counter, pretend like you're returning the items without a receipt. Then when they tell you you can't do that, you just get mad, ask for a bag, and walk out. It does not work. That's why this video is late. It also turns out that Danny is dead for whatever reason. Now, you can see this as Danny just faking his death. He's pulling a Dark Knight Rises and is out there somewhere drinking some Nespresso in a foreign country. But, like, this movie had also promised a bunch of cameos from the originals, and we really only get 2. They're not even from, like, the top half of the 11, in my opinion. As much as I wanted Clooney or Pitt to make a cameo in this movie, it kind of seems like they said no, which kind of makes some of the lines in this movie a little bit more interesting. Like, at one point, Matt Damon even came out and said, yes, I definitely have a cameo in this, and then a petition happened, and they got rid of him. You know, I'm tired of saving Damon too, but, like, an online petition? Either way, they go full female. Plan is to steal an $150 million diamond necklace off of Anne Hathaway at the Met Gala, and this just so happens to be the plan. One, they hire Mrs. Burton, who's a fashion designer in debt, so she needs the money, to be Anne's designer for the event. She then requests the necklace and literally convinces Cartier to allow them to use it, because, I kid you not, people like the Migos and every other rapper is mispronouncing their name, and this would elevate their status. They also hire Rihanna as a hacker, and I love Rihanna, and she's good in this movie, but they do her dirty. They got her video files tagged as JPEGs. They do the generic typing thing where she's trying to get on the computer, and literally it's just a Facebook page refreshing. They get an Emmy winner to pose for Vogue, so that way she's able to get him on the list to get in. Cate Blanchett then plays the chef who poisons Anne's soup, so she has to go puke in the bathroom. Dasani over here is the pickpocketer who takes it off her neck while she's hurling. Kelly is the jeweler who takes it apart so they can all wear the pieces right out of the Met Gala. And Sandra Bullock is the one who not only steals the rest of the jewels when no one's looking, but also blames it all on her ex who put her in jail in the first place. Of course, you may be wondering, well, I mean, there's only 7. It's supposed to be 8. Who in the... Anne Hathaway. The big twist that was spoiled in the first poster they released is that it's Anne Hathaway who joins them and she was the 8th. Females are supposed to be the smarter ones out of the 47 genders that we have in 2018, and y'all released a trailer and stills that not only shows the final act of the movie, but that spoils your own twist. Here Anne Hathaway ends up being with them because she realizes what's going on after the heist, and she decides that she wants to join them because of the Flash excuse.
Stop right there. I'm in.
You are?
Yeah, I need friends.
Ma'ams. Forget the fact that she's a high-profile celebrity, whatever, she joins them, they're able to get away with it, especially because Sandra has ties with the investigator who's looking through everything, Mr. British Sherlock over here, and he literally helps the criminal out because he's bored of being in the US, so he's able to blame it on her ex-fiance. I don't expect these movies to be perfect, right? I actually like this one for the most part, for the dumb fun that it is. I would rank it 3rd out of the 4, but it is one of those where you question how there's celebrities at the Met Gala and they name drop people like T Swift, yet Rihanna is a part of the heist. I mean, I guess Ocean's 12 did do that whole entire thing where Julia Roberts cosplayed as Julia Roberts, so maybe they're all just doppelgangers of each other. It just makes me wonder how you can end this movie by telling dead George Clooney at his grave that he would be proud of it if he would have seen it, when the man didn't even want to show up. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I'm curious to know your thoughts. You know, I would say out of all the female remakes, the female reboots that they've been doing, again, I still stand by, have them do their own original series, push them that way, but this would be the best out of the bunch. It is dumb, has definitely a lot of moments that make no sense. There's a point where they're using selfie sticks to cover up some of the cameras, but it's like, brah, there's another camera on the other side. isn't that one camera catching you putting this? I don't know. It's still done fun. I think it's enjoyable for what it's meant to be. Some frustrating parts. I don't know. I'm curious to know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll send you a Cartier watch.